I think a lot of the guys who say, I opened up to my partner. Okay, so you feel feelings. That's good. Congratulations. You faced the scary thing, right? As a man, you faced the scary thing. And my partner was turned off. They weren't for you. That partner was not the person who can hold you in your wholeness, right? In your truth, in your full expression of who you are. Allow them to go and find someone who is never going to open up their emotions to them. They don't need to worry about those icks. They're never going to get that ick because homeboy's never going to fucking talk about it. Enjoy that. Enjoy this emotionless, barren wasteland of no one ever talking about their emotions. And maybe that's the guy that if you put him on a fucking poster, you can say he's masculine and he's going to stand up. It's like, great. You can date him. I'm going to go find someone who melts at the prospect of me being able to feel my feelings and then allows them to be a springboard for me to go and fucking destroy it in the world outside. Like that amount of compatibility and so much of like the memes that exist online are basically people saying, I dated someone whose demeanor and disposition did not match mine and my preference. And look at how everything broke apart. Allow me to create a broad rule of human nature overall from what is actually just you mixing vinegar and baking soda together.
Yeah. And that what you just described is, I think, how people get more and more into these hyper-polarized echo chambers online because they've had an experience. It's been a very painful experience. They then go in search of other people who've had that experience and they hear more of it. And I'm not saying communities where people talk together about what they've been through aren't powerful, because they are. But what it can be instead is this, I talk in my book about this idea of the wall, like staring at the wall, the very famous self-development trope. The race car driver Mario Andretti said, his advice for race car driving: don't stare at the wall. Your car goes where your eyes go. But that, I don't think people take that concept far enough in terms of what it really means. We all have our wall, right? Let's say it's women don't like when I'm vulnerable, right? That's my wall. I was vulnerable with someone once and they ripped my heart out. And so now I go in search of other people who have that wall as well. And all of us together stand there and point at the wall. And we keep talking about the wall. And we find more evidence for the wall. Everywhere we can find it, we go out in search for it. Anytime we hear a story about it, we say, here, look, this has happened again. Yeah. And the wall becomes the world. Yes. It's no longer a wall.
It's a law.
It's life, yeah. And that's the truly dangerous part. And that's like, we have to stand back from, anytime I hear women generalizing about men generalizing about women, and I'm like, be very, very careful of the little worlds that you get into.
You're turning an individual experience into a globalized law.
There's a the other day I was on Instagram, my algorithm fed me a guy, one of those little skit videos where it was a guy saying, me doing XYZ because I don't have kids. Mm-hmm. So it was like me waking up at 8 a.m. because I don't have, me eating pizza at night, because me checking my bank account that's so high because I don't have kids. It was like all of that. And there were thousands of comments on this. And I was like waiting for, I was like, oh, and people are going to be like tearing this guy to shreds in the comments about like how this is such a one-dimensional view and blah, blah, blah. No. Thousands of comments from people just being like, yeah, me too. I'm, I don't have to do anything on my weekends. And
I'm facing the wall along with you.
Yeah, but it was like, just like everyone who had that wall, apparently the algorithm found them and all of them.
It picked you wrong. You're ready to pop at the moment.
For sure, yeah, in the next couple of weeks. Like, but it's a funny thing for me as someone who was, is having my first child with my wife, who's like, watching this and going, and by the way, looking at it and going, I know that there was a me that was scared of commitment and having kids and all of that, that really would have related to the things in this video.
Well, the problem that you have with these is that there is a cohort of men out there for whom that is the life that they want and probably is the life that they should lead. You're like, you'd suck as a dad. and you shouldn't make yourself one. Please continue to do that, right? It's the same as women that say like all men are trash or whatever. Like if you make these sweeping statements, one of the wonderful sort of ways to neutralize the conversation, and also it makes you feel pretty good too. It's like men are trash, and like I'm done with men. It's like, okay, feel free. And you allow somebody to take the route that they want. The same thing with that guy. It's like, I'm so happy living this life. It's like, dude, great for you. You'd have been an awful dad anyway. Oh, what? It's like, okay, well, which one is it, big boy? Like, which one do you want? Do you want to be able to have the counterculture, fucking black sheep, heterodox cynicism points? Or do you want to be able to say that you could have been this, would have been good at this, but have chosen the other one?